Oh, it was muted. There we go. Oh, it was muted. There we go. Yeah, so I don't know if Callum Shaw is still here, but Colston Loveland as a Kelsey replacement does make sense. I had my thing messed up, but yeah, I mean, I think the only issue you have with Colston Loveland being the Kelsey replacement is does he even get to the Chiefs, and are the Chiefs willing to move up for Colston Loveland? And to that, I say I don't know. I think that they look at edge rusher or defensive interior, and um, I think that's pretty much where you're going with that. In the offensive line, I would like Colson Loveland like that to be his replacement, but there's just no guarantee that you can find an offensive lineman later on either. So, but anyway, yeah, hopefully we can get more people in here. It's been a slow day for free agency kind of, which is sad. Yes, they are secretly rebuilding. We'll pin that real quick. Um, but yeah, we'll pin this to the top. Pin. Just gotta remember to unpin that. But yeah, so hopefully we can get some people in here and we can have some fun. I mean, San Francisco. Oh, they're releasing famous fullback Kyle Juszczyk. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. The 49ers are releasing Kyle Juszczyk. What a sad day. Yeah, Kyle Juszczyk getting released is not something I was expecting to see today. Um, Russell Wilson's market beyond Giants considered flat per Charles Robinson. Wow. Yeah, I actually thought that I don't know. Um, yeah, I'm not sure the Browns take a quarterback this year. I'm not sure that there's much of a chance. Like I wouldn't bet on that. there's just so many needs. Um, yeah. That's Ray Phoenix. Oh, it's Chad Gable. Idiot. Yep, that's Chad Gable, everybody. Yeah, the 49ers struggling. Um, yeah, I mean, sometimes these plays just happen, and that's a nice catch, too. Let's not just act like Bryce Young made that all happen on his own, but I will say Bryce Young has gotten a lot better at the quarterback position. DeMar Hamlin reportedly has interest from the Eagles and Steelers. Yeah, as probably a backup. I know that he, like, sad situation and all, but come on, man. Like, yeah, I'd probably agree with that. Um, yeah, Mooney Island. I don't really know why his name would be Mooney Island. Um, let's get some more moves in here. Come on. Come on, where's these late night dumps at? It's 8:10. It's 8:10 out here. We're waiting. And there it is. Damn. That's all I can say is damn. James Daniels to the Dolphins per source, 3 years. Yeah, that's yeah. James Daniels, one of those guys I wanted the Vikings to go after, ends up going to the Dolphins. I could see that. Yep. 8 million a year would have been perfect, but yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Yeah, that's a good deal. Man, Aziz Alshire, Dre Greenlaw, and Fred Warner. Now there's only one. Yeah. Yeah, that James Daniel one hits me pretty hard. Um, yeah, that kind of stinks, not gonna lie. 2 or 3 for this guy. Damn, James Daniels, man. All right. Still Zeitler, Will Hernandez, Brandon Scherf, Makai Becton. I wouldn't mind Scherf. Wouldn't mind Mason. Wouldn't mind Tevin Jenkins, depending on the deal. Wouldn't mind. Aaron Banks is gone. Wouldn't mind. I don't know. Will Fries, obviously, but Kevin Zeitler. We just need to get some of these moves going, man. I need to. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's a tough. James Daniels a great guard. You love to see guys get paid like that, but let's see if we can pull up a guy that I wanted for the Vikings, and I'm sure a lot of other teams surprised. 8 million, a little bit more than I was thinking he was gonna get. That's fine. We're gonna pull up this PFF. Yeah, 92.5 run blocking, 66.5 pass blocking. He's a 327 guard. He's 27. Played his ball at Iowa. Dude's a beast. I mean, there's just a lot to like there. We're gonna turn some of these notifications on. I don't know why I haven't had them on. Oh, Chase Young. There it is. Chase Young going back to the Saints. I'm not sure how the Saints have money for that. The Saints are bringing back a key piece of their defense in Chase Young. Cool. Good for him. That's nice, I guess. Again, not really a guy that I was like, oh, this guy needs to. This is really a 3-year, $51 million deal up to 57 years. What is this market? Like, Chase Young hasn't been that good. He just hasn't. Anyway, yeah, I know James Daniels was hurt. He allowed 1 sack on 209 offensive snaps. He's good. I would have liked James Daniels to be in purple, but that's fine. And now it seems like the market's heating up a little bit again, which is good. We're going to be here all night, so hopefully it stays like that. See if we can pick up on some of this Chase Young stuff here. Yeah, that run defense isn't great. He had 7 sacks last year, a forced fumble. I mean, it's not otherworldly numbers. It's just he's all right. I'm not sure it warrants him what he's getting, but who am I to say? Who am I to say? But yeah, I don't know. Kind of just waiting on some more news here. Let's see, Chase Young's kind of big. Yeah, 3 years, 51. Yeah, I mean, it's a decent deal. Let's look at, I'm sure he'll be starting next year. Cameron Jordan was bad last year. His age is showing, and if you're the Saints, I'd just release him at this point. Just let him go and win a ring. I mean, let's actually look at the Dolphins first, because that James Daniels deal is pretty big for them. Yeah, I mean, Armstead, Brewer, Daniels, Austin Jackson. I think it's good. It's a good deal. There's not much I can really say that's bad about it. I mean, now maybe they go into the draft and they're like, hey, do we want Armand Membu? Do we want Tyler Booker? Do we want Donovan Jackson? Jackson showed during the college football playoffs that he can play guard and tackle. Booker's shown that he can play high level at guard. Or are they like, hey, we need to help the defense here. We need a corner. We need a edge rusher. We need another receiver. We need a tight end. There's so many options now for the Dolphins, and I wish I would have looked sooner at kind of during my predictions. Not just I get so focused on this on these manifestations of, hey, this guy's got to go to this team. This guy's got to go to this team, but when in reality, I think that just isn't how it always works. And the Saints have worked out a deal to keep ferocious pass rusher Chase Young. I wouldn't say ferocious. He had 7 sacks last year. It's not bad, but at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and act like he's the best available option out there. And I'm not really sure how the Saints are affording that. Yeah, I'd hate to be a 49ers fan right now. I feel bad for all of them. All 49ers fans, I feel terrible. I hope that you guys get better because this can't be easy. Banks, Ward, Hufunga, Greenlaw, Moore, Mitchell, Dobbs, Samuel, Juszczyk. It's all tough. It's just it's a tough situation to be in. But at the end of the day, they've mismanaged the money. So Najee Harris, give it to him. Jeez, these bots, dude. Block. Let's just see what goes on here, man. Yeah, not a whole lot going down. Najee Harris getting traded. It's pretty big. Yeah, it's pretty dull out here at the moment. See if we got something from Pike Central. Yeah, we're gonna see if we can get some responses here. Now we're gonna wait till the next big deal comes out. I'm just gonna relax here. Seems like tonight though it's kind of picked up more than it has throughout the rest of the day. So I mean, maybe we're looking at some people starting to make some moves. I mean, Juszczyk got released. Yeah, and is PFF updated yet? I mean, they did just sign Najee Harris. Yep. All right, good pickup for the Steelers here. I don't mind it. Um, I'm not sure he's insane. He doesn't have great speed. Obviously, more of a power run guy. He's going to break a couple of tackles. Is going to do the pass blocking stuff well, which will help Herbert in this passing game. But I do like it in the Harbaugh system, a team that wants to run the ball a lot, and I think he does that at a pretty effective level. So I mean, he is the only guy in the past 4 years have 1,000 yards in every season, which is it's impressive. I'm not trying to take that away from him at all. I like that pickup. I like Juszczyk. Um, I think there's a lot though that still needs to be done for that team. Um, it's kind of crazy, and I just don't know what what to think kind of about it, because you had J.K. Dobbins who did so well in that system, and for him now to be gone, it just feels like I don't know. It feels like you're kind of missing a little bit more of the speed there. Maybe they find somebody with a little bit more speed, but we'll see. Um, Really, nothing's moving at the moment. Is there anything else? Um, yeah, nothing really. Just a lot of people complain about the market, which is fair. This market's been insane. You can't pick a ton of guys out of this. I mean, I wouldn't have been comfortable giving Aaron Banks, well, like 21 million for the first 3 years of that contract over four. I wouldn't have been comfortable giving Drew Dahlman like 14 million a year. I think the market's gone crazy. Milton Williams got like what 26. Wharton got 18. That's just crazy money. And Carlton Davis getting 20. And these teams have the money to spend it, so you might as well do it. But the fact that they it's now having such a trickle down effect on the rest of the market is insane. Like Will Fries hasn't even signed. Who knows what that guard deal is going to look like? James Daniels got 8 mil. I thought he was going to get around 5. So what? That's not that big of a deal. But I don't know. I think that if you're looking at the market in a whole, it everything's just been screwed up today. From the moment it dropped, Darnold got 36. He could have had more. He screwed himself out of money later in the season. There was a ton of deals that went down today that I'm just like, whoa, where did all this money come from? Like Paulson Adebo getting paid more than DJ Reed, the Nate Hobbs deal. I didn't like either of those Packers deals. And I didn't like the Josh Jacobs one a year ago. I just don't like paying running backs. That's all I'm saying on that. And I'm probably wrong for that. Um, but for the fact that, um, give me just 1 second. Um, for the fact though that you're gonna pay him 12 million over the next 4, where DJ Reed's getting 16 over 3. Like, come on, Jordan Lewis is getting 10. Nate Hobbs isn't that much better. I get he's younger. You can kind of try to mold him. He's only been in the league for 4 years. But then, yeah, Charvarius Ward getting 20. I understand that situation. He was, gosh, awful. But I think that has a lot to do with the family issues that he had and everything that he suffered through. So that's a lot different. But yeah, you just can't. This market is so weird at the moment. I'm not sure there's much that they can do to correct it. Nothing on anything. Pretty dull. Not a whole lot going on. Searching for some stuff to talk about. How are the teams doing? Not great. Nobody's doing anything. Um, Wait, there's fans speculating that we're going to trade for Arizona Cardinals quarterback Kyler Murray. Probably not. Probably getting Russell Wilson. Yeah, I'd say it is. 49ers probably entering the rebuild. Um, I don't know. We just need some movement. Yeah, you. Ooh, I did say it. I said you are. Daisy, you are my girlfriend. That's why you're commenting that. Not a whole lot going on. There it is. Vikings bringing back Byron Murphy, baby. 3 years, $66 million. Oof. Yeah, Byron Murphy, ladies and gentlemen, there it is. Not much. Not much going on. Byron Murphy is a Minnesota Viking. 3 or 68. I thought it was 3 or 66. Doesn't really matter. It's just a couple mil. But yep, there it is. Byron Murphy gets propelled to the top of the leaderboard. And then Schefter, safety Andre Cisco to sign a 1-year deal with the Jets. There we go. There we go. Let's get some movement in here. Yep, they're signing 3 years, 66. Vikings fans can rejoice. I can rejoice. I feel a lot better about that. I didn't think Minnesota was going to work big on guys like Byron Murphy, but I guess they are. So now Murphy clearly is CB1 on this team. So what does Minnesota do now? I don't really know. I'll be right back. All right, Byron Murphy back on the Vikings. Yes, it is an interesting one. Not sure how I really feel about it yet. That's what we're looking for. You know these deals are coming out at night. There's a good chance that a lot of them do. And this is where you make the money. People love it. Safety Andre Cisco going to the Jets. Byron Murphy confirmed 3 years was a major, major priority from the get-go to work to get it done, but they do get it done. Byron Murphy, Isaiah Rodgers, Mekhi Blackman, Dwight McLaughlin. You're there. Maybe go and get a Christian Fulton. But yeah, he got paid and he needs to play like CB1 now. That's what Minnesota needs. They need Byron Murphy to be CB1 for this team and to keep taking steps in this Brian Flores defense. Um, yeah, bringing back one of their own, Byron Murphy. You love to see it. Really is kind of cool to see that Byron Murphy gets paid. Came in a long, long time ago. So we'll see. Yeah, and we'll see how he graded out once PFF gets him back up there. And I mean, I'm not mad at it. I'm obviously a Vikings fan. I'm okay with it. I've seen people say that this deal brings the Vikings out of the Will Fry territory. I'm not sure. I mean, if there's other teams like the Bears that can spend ridiculous money, the Packers, I'm not sure that the Vikings stop. Yeah, it's an interesting deal. We'll see. People seem to like it. Um, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. We'll see. We'll see how everything defers out and everything else. Yeah, 73.4 he graded out as his 22nd. I mean, he was a little bit better than Isaiah Rodgers. And I mean, yeah, his pass rush grade wasn't great, but his coverage grade was good. Best season of his career by far. Um, Played a little bit in the slot, more wide. He's more of a slot guy, so maybe this allows him to move into the slot a little bit more, but that's high numbers for a slot again. Minnesota can work in the margins. You could look at a Fulton still. You can look at. I still don't think this takes you out of Will Fry. Um, yeah, I'm not sure. I think Minnesota still got a lot of money to. Um, yeah, I think Minnesota can still bring in Allen and Fries and still have space. So yeah, if the Vikings got Will Fries, I'd probably be more excited about that than Byron Murphy. But I'm happy to have Murph back. I can't lie. I love watching Byron Murphy play. I just want him to be just as good as he was. And this really helps the team a lot. Like Isaiah Rodgers might be better than what Stephon Gilmore was a season ago. Bring in Will Fries, and then you put him next to Brian O'Neill and Ryan Kelly. That right side of the line is going to be phenomenal. And that team, this seems better than probably it was a season ago, and that's fine. And I'm happy with what they've done. So I'm pumped. I'm seeing people post things that he's a great teammate, and the video of him with Dwight McLaughlin. Yeah, maybe Okuda's still on the table. Fulton, those guys are good, but they could be often injured. So you pick and you choose, and I think Murphy's the right choice there. Ah, Steelers are expected to sign Aaron Rodgers. I haven't seen anything else on that, so we'll keep it. We'll keep tabs. Um, yeah, I'm fine keeping Murphy around and letting him just be what he's been. I mean, he's been amazing. So I'll be interested to see how that contract works out. I think it's probably more of a 2 year deal with some toilet paper on the back end, and I think Minnesota probably ends up paying most of it either in the first or second year. And then so next offseason they can have more money to spend in a loaded free agency class. But yeah, I think Minnesota now, you go and get, I would be looking at a Will Fries here. I'd be looking at a Jonathan Allen and kind of looking to wrap up. And again, um, I'm not sure that you need to go big money shopping on everybody, but I think Jonathan Allen wants to be here. I think you can get away with probably paying him a little bit less than most, and I think Will Fries needs to be a Viking. So I want to see, do we have anything on the Jonathan Allen front? All right, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little break here. I'm gonna go um, rest my back for a second. I'll be right back. So people want to call the Byron Murphy deal and overpay, and I can understand that. I get it. I do. Um, Not saying anybody's wrong for that, but Minnesota needed a corner, and they got a corner, so can't really complain too much. Um, yeah, I mean, DJ Reed was 16. Murphy ended up being 22. It is what it is. I'm not sure if Murphy's younger than DJ Reed. We can kind of look at that. Murphy's going to be number one on that board, and he's at 27 while DJ Reed's at 28. So he's a year younger. Same amount of time. It's going to be interesting, though, to see how his contract ends up working out. Because of all that money. Just hope he plays up to it. Love Murph, but it's a lot of money, so hoping he plays up to it. Really hoping he does. Yeah, I think that's a good point when I just clicked on there. Um, yeah, Kinlaw got a ton of money today, and um, you gotta spend the money if you have it. We have the money. I think it will be a better deal once we look back on it, especially if Flo's really being involved and is like, hey, we need this guy, so I trust him. I can't complain. Hoping for a couple more here in the next hour because I'm gonna be hopping off here in about an hour. It's been a day. Kind of feels dead at the moment. Feeling like it's probably over. So But we'll stay here for a little bit longer. Yeah, I kind of hope that they still go after Will Fries here. Maybe he just wants too much, but I could still definitely see Minnesota going after him. You need an elite guard. And if we just take a look at him, he seems like a Viking or a Colt. And yeah, I mean, you're not going to get much better than that. So, I mean, again, Minnesota could work in the margins, and I could be fine without him. But I would also love to have him and Jonathan Allen here in no time. So, I wouldn't be surprised to see a Jonathan Allen deal done within the next couple of days. Haven't heard anything on him, though. So,
evening, courtesy of Tom Pelissero, NFL Network. And that is Byron Murphy Jr., the Vikings cornerback, who had 6 interceptions, a career high in his second year with the Vikings this past season, is returning to Minnesota. Now, it's a monster deal. 3 years, reportedly $66 million, so an average annual value of $22 million per season. This is the Vikings' second move of the day, the second significant move, I should say. Ryan Kelly, the Indianapolis Colts center for 9 seasons, signed by the Vikings early this evening, and tonight the news surfaces that Murphy coming back to the Vikings. Now, this was a big question. What were the Vikings going to do at cornerback? They definitely were going to need to get another veteran if Murphy left, but Murphy, I think, realized he had a good thing going here. So there was definite interest once he hit the market, and I thought he might be gone at that point, but I think the reality was he knew he had a good thing. The Vikings knew that they had a good thing. They worked throughout the day and settled on a very big payday.
yeah, let's look at it. Like, I'm not 100% sold on Murphy at 22. I mean, it is a lot of money. Yeah, it puts him as a third highest above Jair, man. Oh, dude. It's tough. It's tough. That's what 6 interceptions will do for you, and I don't know. I mean, let's look at what Patrick Surtain did last year, I guess. Like Surtain to 85s, man. Yeah, if Jair gets released, I'd love Jair on the Vikings. Who else? Like Denzel Ward, I guess. Carlton Davis. Like, Murph was better. He was one of the better cornerbacks in the league, and he played well, especially down the stretch for the Vikings, but we'll see. We'll see how it ends up working out. I'm not convinced one way or another yet. All right, I think I'm gonna be done. I'm tired, ready to be done, and it seems like it's probably time for the night. People are done looking at videos, watching. So, if anything big